Can you break down how you wrote Cream? Or was it like, did it just come to you? Did you have to fight for it?
No, it was snip, snip, snap. It was easy.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo.
How do recording artists stand the test of time? Through plenty of hardship and against all odds, these artists never stop believing in their destiny. With fierce independence, they break boundaries. With a sound all their own, they define their time.
For us, getting off the streets was do or die, and some of us never made it. But for those of us who kept surviving another day, there was no looking back.
The rules didn't fit us, so we had to make our own. We had to do things our way. We had to change the game. And through it all, there was one thing that never let us down. It was the power of music.
I learned life was hell. Living in the world no different from a cell. Every day I escape from takes, giving takes, selling bass, smoking bones in the staircase. Though I don't know why I chose to smoke cess. I guess that's the time when I'm not depressed, but I'm still depressed.
The whole first album actually was easy because we had our own slang, like Ghost was saying. We had our own terminology, and we knew that, wasn't nobody talking like this and shit. And Cream was a given. I got that from my boy Ray the Ruckus. So it just fit. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, dollar, dollar bill, y'all.
Me personally, I knew that we was coming to shake things. I knew we was gonna come to shake the building. I didn't know that it was gonna burst out of magnitude. Like, oh, it was mania, like all through the globe. But I just knew for what it was, we was gonna shake the room.
Solomon ancestor. Yo, what's up, son? What's up, kid? What's going on, kid? Yo, man, I'm just doing my thing, man. What up, man?
When we started in the beginning, we was younger. We was more fresh off the streets. So when you get the first album, you getting all that.
The connection between the streets and the music is inevitable because that's where it came from.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
All that's hip hop.
Yes, sir. We were lucky enough that we lived in the vicinity of somebody who made his own music, as well as had the same interest, mutual interest that we had. The Kung Fu movies, the music, even down to the food. This didn't just happen overnight. It was kind of like Clutch genius shit, where it all fell together. It kind of fell all into place, but when it fell into place, it's like f***ing up a stew, but it tastes good. Plus having somebody navigate the industry the way RZA did is just mind-boggling. He deserves way more credit than what he gets.
No question, I will flow off and try to get the dough off. Sticking up right boys on board court.
At the time, there was a lot of talk about Wu having the new sound. Could you explain from your perspective what that was?
Nobody had ever seen anything like that before. And the music just solidified it. I think it was the movement that brought them to, let's just say the movement brought them to the church. The pimping kept them coming back, meaning the wordplay and shit. It was like, these niggas is dope, wow. But you never had a collective where everybody rhymed, even that made the music, you know what I mean? So I think out the gate, that intrigued people to the brand and that logo. Nothing more powerful than a logo that resonates with everybody. Based off that alone, that we can sit here and not be braggadocious when we say Wu-Tang forever. You know, makes sense.
Deep, a man with a dream with plans to make cream was fail. I went to jail at the age of 15, a young buck.
Each individual had basically their own element. See, when you take his element, and then you have an old dirty bastard element.
Oh, forget about it.
You know what I mean? And then the Raekwon and Chef element. It was like, then you got a genius. It was like, oh my God, they just keep doing it. But then to hear all of us on one track like that, and the energy was up at the time. So it's like you seeing all that, like, oh, and then the slang that brothers was coming with. So it was a bunch of, then at the same time, brothers is intelligent brothers. So it's like, damn, you got brothers with wisdom, knowledge and wisdom, and giving it, you know? So it was just radiant. It was just bouncing off the people, and you know what I mean? They were just gravitating to it.
It speaks a lot when people want their kids to come to a show to see their favorite group, because this may be the only time they get to see them together.
And they know the words.
And they know the words.
They know the words.
That is incredible, especially when you have parents bringing their kids. They never know when they get another chance to see a concert of their favorite group that their kids grew up on together.
And it's really forever.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. dollar bill.